Welcome to the B.R.E.A.K.S Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the B.R.E.A.K.S Radio, your weekly hip-hop show. I'm the host, CEOHaize, and I'm in the building with my brothers, Johnnie and Baylor The Great. What's going on?
What's happening? I'm a little under the weather, but we gonna make it work.
I'm over here chilling, man. We absolutely we got some good weather going on right now. I think it's supposed to rain later on though.
Rub it in, why don't you?
Exactly. I'm not trying to hear nothing about no good weather. I hate you just because you even mentioned it. How about that?
It's been raining a lot. Us California people don't really get along with rain.
That's true.
Yeah.
Just it's a couple weeks ago when it was like that bad weather everywhere. I can't remember where in California, but someone posted it was snowing somewhere in California.
Oh yeah, like every so often that snow would try to creep down here. It snowed in Watts one time. It caught Vegas. I know it's not a part of California, but we can consider it part of California. And some areas around my house caught a little snow.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I just didn't think, especially in Vegas, it snowed in Vegas. That just sounds odd to me. But
Yeah, it happens. It happens more than it happens to LA, but no, it happens.
it's crazy. But we are here to talk some hip hop topics this week. And the first one, I just want to get it out the way because it's funny. And because I feel like every time something happens to Ja Rule, we do talk about it here. But this halftime performance at the Milwaukee Bucks game, first off, let's just say how it was a 90s night. They had Ja Rule up there, and he called for his music to start, and just the look on his face was just like, it's just some motion. Like he knew that he was going to be the laughing stock. You could tell when this happened. But then he cursed the Sacramento Kings for Karl Anthony Towns leaving. He doesn't even play for the Kings. Like Josh is NBA Twitter. I don't know if you guys saw it, but there were NBA teams flaming him, and I mean the team's official Twitter flaming him. The shit was crazy, man. What do you guys make of this video? What do you think about it?
Bailey, you want to take it first?
It's Ja Rule, man. I at this point, man, I think it's unfair if we continue to I think he used all his energy for a clap back. After he did clap back, that was it. That was it. Back-to-back losses like that. It's almost impressive at this point.
At this point, who's going to have the most losses in 2019? Bow Wow or Ja Rule?
Well,
They definitely in the race.
Ja Rule has 3 though, right? Don't he got
the Fire Festival shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta count that twice because it was 2 of them.
Oh, so we talk.
Oh shit, that's
man.
funny.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so I initially saw the clip of him saying, "Are y'all ready?" or whatever the fuck he was saying, and no crowd reaction. But I actually watched like the full video of the performance, and the first thing he said, he was asking his DJ, I'm assuming Sanchez, was the music ready. He was saying that it hadn't loaded yet, so that's why it was initially quiet. But then after that, he was like, "All right, are y'all ready?" And then, so I actually heard the crowd. I thought the crowd was very responsive to his performance. I don't know. It's just another case of like taking something out of context, I think.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely try to paint stuff with Ja as an automatic fail. Like they made point to say that Giannis, however you pronounce his name, was shooting during his performance, which is honestly a common thing. If you guys have ever been to an NBA game, players get up shots during halftime, whether someone's performing or not. That's not even uncommon. So the media definitely tries to turn it for a bigger loss just because it's Ja. But the fact that has anything positive come out about Ja at all in the last 3 to 5 years?
3 to 5? Nah, probably not.
Yeah.
No, you gotta go back further.
I mean, when's the last time Ja had a win? I mean, Clapback is a dope ass song. The fact that it didn't do anything, I think was people were just tired of Ja, but he hasn't done shit in better part of a decade.
Well, that, like I said, that was the last thing that he had. I mean, 50 got him 4-1 in that series. So after that, Like you gotta go, and he did go that route. I think he did a couple of Netflix movies, didn't
Yeah,
Did he?
terrible ass movies. He had a movie with Praz. Terrible.
That sound like some shit I don't want to watch.
Yeah. But nonetheless, man, we're gonna get up off Ja. We're gonna go to the Academy Awards, man. There's a lot to talk about in the show. I want to start off with the positive. Spike Lee finally won an Oscar. Regina King won an Oscar. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Black Panther. I know I'm missing some other ones. This was a big night for our black actors, actresses, writers, everything. What was your biggest takeaway from the night, fellas?
For me, it was definitely the Black Panther wins. Like I knew they weren't going to win Best Picture, but they did win 3, if I'm not mistaken. So that was dope. And Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Now, kill me if you need to, CJ, but I still haven't seen it yet. But the digital copy is out, so I'm gonna buy it on iTunes. But seeing the animated movie with the half black, half Latino lead win an Oscar is dope. Super dope. So yeah, and just Regina King, she's been putting in work for decades, so she deserves all the shit she get.
Yeah,
She looks
definitely.
younger now than what she ever has to. She's still fine, but go ahead.
Oh, that's a fact.
I'm glad you said that. No, yeah, because we grew up watching her. It's damn near grew up with her. But my biggest takeaway was Spike Lee, man. You know, the way he responded to the Best Picture. But that was it was classic. It was a classic. But he set a bar that a lot of people probably didn't get. I mean, if you don't watch a lot of Spike Lee movies, or if you don't know the history between him and the awards, he said every time somebody's driving, I
He
lose.
get beat.
Yeah.
He said, but this time they changed the seating arrangements.
That's hilarious.
That was hilarious to me.
Well, I guess it's time to get into it. So his comments on Green Book, they're real, and I think that the fact that the family has come out against the movie has made this, it made not that it gave it more validity, but it makes people more aware of why his critique. They first of all they fabricated a whole relationship in that movie, so it's still a good movie, but it's like none of it's real. What do you guys think about his comments? Does it come off as him being a little salty, or do you guys understand it because of the film itself?
Oh no, I understand it, and I think the best response besides what he has had to say was when Chadwick Boseman went viral when he looked back at Michael B. Like he gave him that look like, yeah, they on that bullshit again.
Yeah.
But Chadwick knew Black Panther wasn't gonna win Best Picture. Now I haven't seen Green Book, but from what I've heard, it wasn't really that good of a movie. Now I don't know if that's true or not, but that's the consensus that I've gathered. But it seemed as if Bohemian Rhapsody maybe should have won. I don't know.
I took it as even if Black Panther had no chance, like I mean, I guess I just felt like when Spike Lee highlighted the women who came up with Oscars so white. So I felt like the message was being said all through the show. Like, I mean, this is what it's been like. The last time he was nominated was in 98? And I think prior to that was 1990.
Sounds about right.
You know what I'm saying? So and he had, I mean, his catalog, I mean, if Do the Right Thing don't get it, Mo Better Blues don't get it, Crooklyn, Jungle Fever, School Days, He Got Game,
Malcolm
and
X.
come on, man. So I felt like the look back, that look back was more so of like we got worked, not just Black Panther, but we got worked again.
And I think honestly, I think Black Panther being nominated is just setting it up for Avengers Endgame to win it next year. Just watch what I tell you, because it doesn't have a black lead.
I would accept that because I feel like Infinity War was snubbed for Best Picture.
I agree with that. If Black Panther was nominated, Infinity War definitely should have been nominated. But yeah, I think it was snubbed, but we'll see. Avengers, I think too, if like Captain America has like a great death scene and he has a great performance, it's gonna be a lot of nominations coming out from Endgame next year. Just watch.
Hey, you
Right.
gotta say that. You gotta say that again about Captain America. You guys to have
Oh,
a
he's
great
dying.
what? Oh, thank you.
Death
I
scene.
just thank you.
He's
Thank you.
dying.
He,
I 100% believe he's dying.
I don't know if he's gonna die or not, but I do believe that Tony Stark is going to quit. Like he's gonna firmly quit, and I think Endgame is going to end with him and Pepper getting married. Like everybody's going to be
Yeah,
at their wedding.
I agree with that.
That's a good take.
It's either gonna end on a wedding or a funeral. That's the only way it can end.
Nah,
A wedding
I
or a
don't think.
funeral.
Damn.
Only reason I don't think it's gonna end on a funeral is because of how Infinity War ended. It ended with half the
True.
universe getting dusted.
Okay.
I
So
don't
it
think
does
they'll
have
do
to
that
end in
2 movies in a
positivity.
row.
I feel
Yeah,
you. I feel you. That's a good point. We're gonna get into geek talk.
yeah.
Cause let me stop.
Hey,
Cause
hey,
I got
hey, we almost went there. We almost went there.
but we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna get into our first break. We're gonna come back. We got some new Kanye music, a little bit, I guess, to talk about. We'll see you guys right after this. All right, and we are back. So it's so funny how people like react to something that was really, what was this clip, like 15 seconds, but Kanye, new music, the people around him seeing him hype. I'm not gonna lie, the energy in it almost made me forget that Kanye is batshit ass crazy. But Johnny, I'm coming to you first on this one, man. What did you think about the 15-second video?
Hey man, when I first watched it, first heard it, I was like, okay, this shit is fire. With
Yeah,
the African choir and him on the board, like, all right, this shit is fire. But then after watching it 2 or 3 times, then I remembered all the bullshit Kanye has been doing over the past 2 years. I was like, all right, my hype is gone now. But I would say, based on that clip, I'm just a little bit looking forward to new music from him. Just a smidget. I'm not getting my hopes up too much because of what happened with Yay, the album
yeah,
Yay. So
yeah.
we'll see. We'll see.
Taylor, what about you, man? I see you shaking your head, bro. What do you think?
I didn't really care at all, man. I really didn't. Um, at this point, I'm okay. I'm okay with him not doing music again, but that doesn't mean that I'm not going to tune in and see what he's going to give us on his new project or projects that he's working on. It's just that I emotionally I removed myself from dealing with Kanye a long time ago, prior to all the new stuff that's been going on. I left him alone a long time ago.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I said this before. He has to release a classic album at this point, and he seems like he's in a better mental place than what he was back then. So hopefully the music is reflective of that. But at this point, I need to hear the music first. Like I need to hear a whole song. I need to hear probably 2 or 3 of them before I get all the way excited. So I won't say I'm excited based off this clip. I'm intrigued, whereas before I really did not give it in.
Yeah. I think I'm in the same boat, honestly. Like I'm definitely interested now. Like before that clip, I didn't care at all. Like I know he was gonna drop an album. I'll listen to it when I get to it. But now it's like, okay, my antenna's up a little bit. Like, all right, it's on my radar now.
Yeah, definitely. Well, nothing left. Oh, one thing I do want to mention, man. At this point, Johnny, Baylor, I don't know how big of a sci-hi fan you are, but is it sad that sci-hi has basically devolved into a Kanye hype man? Like that's all he really is at this point.
It's very sad. And Ralph mentioned this. He Saha really does need to get away from Kanye and good music. Like he needs to do his own thing because Saha should have put out at least 3 albums by now, not just one. because the one album he put out was, but I feel like he has too much creativity. He has too many bars to just not put out consistent music. It's no way. We should have been had. We should definitely get another CEOHaize album this year, 100%.
And I'm kind of glad it didn't drop last year because I don't want that 7-track shit. Like you said, CEOHaize and Tiana Taylor need to get the hell away from Kanye West.
Yeah, we see what Big Sean doing.
I think everybody needs to get away from him.
Like, I mean, the fact that Pusha is so close with Kanye, but he really manages to stay out the bullshit is impressive.
Right.
Because literally everyone else gets sucked into Kanye shit. So,
but like, is Pusha older than Kanye?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so I think Pusha's like in a whole different mindset. Like, he see Kanye bullshit, but he know he still want to get his own shit done. So he, focuses on that. I think a lot of these other artists look to Kanye to actually help them get where they want to be. Well, Pusha, like, I've been doing this forever. I can do what I need to do and get out the way.
Well,
I think Kanye is smart enough not to push Pusha. No pun.
Oh, he'd be crazy to leave Pusha. If there was any, I think that would truly be the last straw for pure hip hop heads. If he did anything to where Pusha left and was like, fuck Kanye, that'd be it, bro. That's
not a good look.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a good look for him at all. But we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna move on because that's another black hole we'll get into, is talking about the fall of Kanye West. But Ice Cube, LL Cool J. This is some really positive news. I literally was really happy. And Johnny, I know we had a conversation when back when it was me, you, and Ralph about Ice Cube not really being looked at like a mogul like some of his other peers were. Right. That kind of started changing with the big three. This is definitely going to change this. So Ice Cube, LL Cool J get $1 billion in funding to buy a network of sports channels that they plan to rebrand and kind of make geared towards youth. But the fact that they've gotten this, and it's not just a sports channel, a network of sports channels. And I believe when I read it was represented in 22 regions. So it's going to be pretty big. Baylor, I'm coming to you first on this one. What did you think about this deal?
I thought this was dope. I mean, if they're not gonna give us a chance to purchase an actual football franchise, then I guess the next step would be to get a network. So I'm here for it. I hear the 22 what is it, 22 different stations or something like that. That range between $15 to $25 billion. Sheesh, that's a lot of money, man.
It's dope. It's dope. Now, is this different? Is this separate from the Fox deal that we talked about? Or is this the same deal? This is the same.
No, this is a separate deal. So this deal.
Oh, shit.
So these are sports channels that Disney owned, but they were forced to sell because they own ESPN, and it got ruled that it would be a monopoly, that they'd own too much of the sports network space. So they were actually forced to sell this chunk of sports networks from their portfolio. Ice Cube and LL Cool J came in and swooped it up.
So like, what's the name of what sports
They're all
networks
different channels. So one of them's Yes, which I believe is like, it was used to be owned by the Yankees or whatever. So it's a lot of like, not really the regional. So you know how like St. Louis, we really don't have them, but like Chicago has WGN Sports.
Oh yeah.
So think of it kind of like that. It's like a lot of local sports channels that they'll buy. Now they're going to probably make it into a network. They're probably going to rebrand it. All the channels will have the same name, and they'll make it an actual network. But it's just all smaller channels that were owned by Disney.
That's dope.
Yeah. I actually seen the channels, but I didn't write them down. But I know it was a couple of them that I was familiar with, like Fox Sports West, and again, those are certain channels that's catered to California, Portland, everything over here on the West Coast. So didn't they accumulate like $7 billion or something like that?
Yeah. So the net worth of all these networks are between 5 and 6 billion.
Sheesh. That's
no, dope. Wait. I take that back. So Yes is the largest one they're buying. That's New York. It's a couple of different stations in New York that were part of Yes. That one's worth $5 to $6 billion alone. The combination of the 22 channels, the net worth is $15 to $25 billion.
Yeah. Man,
damn,
that's a lot.
that's amazing.
Man.
And he's buying it for they're buying it for $1 billion.
Damn,
That's crazy.
That's
a
a
lot of
come up.
goodwill.
That's what you call a come up.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I can see them rebranding these channels, right? And somehow, or at least this is what I would like to see. Somehow somebody makes like these black leagues, like these black sports leagues, kind of like LeVar Ball did with his what's the name of that shit? Big Baller Brand. Does he have his own league for like people like in between high school and
Yeah,
the
he
NBA
does, but
basically?
nobody's
He basically has his basically competition or his version of the G League.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a good look for certain players, but until he gets that national spotlight, um, it's not helping the players get to the next level. But they are getting paid.
This could be, I mean, Ice Cube and LL Cool J buying these networks could be that next step, and it could be
Definitely.
a new platform for the big three. And who knows what other black owned sports leagues could pop up from this, because we have
Mm-hmm.
our own space now. Like that's dope. That's dope as hell.
And the thing is too, so the big three is probably definitely going to be on all these networks. That probably goes hand in hand. I believe there is another football league starting. There's two of them because the XFL is coming back, which we'll talk about that. So there's a chance for a deal there. But there's another minor league one that's starting up, and they offered Kaepernick a deal. So just imagine if like they're able to get money together to start a football league. They signed Colin Kaepernick as the first one.
Yeah,
Like,
that'd be
so
fire.
there's definitely gonna be some moves here. We may get what if
Did
they
you
do something
did you hear
crazy
one
like
of the
bring and
pitches?
one back?
Did y'all hear one of the pitches that they thrown out there to players?
Mm-mm.
They said you could hit the quarterback.
Damn. Oh, and this new network of sports channels would be the perfect platform for HBCU football. Well, HBCU
Oh,
sports
there we
period.
Ooh.
go. There we go. I
Like,
like that.
now that would be fire. Like, at this point, it's fuck ESPN for HBCU sports. Like, let's go get on this Ice Cube LL Cool J network of sports channels. Like that'll be fine. That's some shit BET should have did decades ago.
Man, come on,
Like,
man.
yeah.
That's a good look right there. But shout out to the HBCUs that I think what was it about two? It could have been 2-3 years ago where these top programs started to schedule them. I remember watching
Oh
Oregon
yeah.
versus Grambling. It didn't turn out too good, but shout out to Vegas for those odds.
Yeah, man. Yeah, my alma mater, Alabama A&M, we played Auburn a few years ago. Definitely not the result I would like, but just to get that exposure was fire. Like,
Yeah, and
it's
the
dope.
opportunity,
Yeah.
definitely.
So yeah, man.
See how
Can't wait to see what comes of this.
exactly.
I do want to point out that LL Cool J and Ice Cube is in my top 5 as well, though. So
That's dope. Now, is this your
Yeah.
personal top 5 or is this like your all-time hip hop top 5?
both.
Okay. It's funny because we this might have been 2017. Me, CJ, and our boy Ralph, we did like a top 15 personal uh MC list. And let's just say we set Twitter on fire for like a day and a half from our interest. But
That was before we even started the breaks, right?
oh yeah, that was way before. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. I remember that. That was crazy. Then the bracket, we've set Twitter on fire a couple of times,
Yeah.
but so yeah, we'll see how this continue to grows with the sports network. I'm excited for it. This next one I threw in here because it's just interesting. So Big Boy from Outkast is going to be playing Barry Gordy in a biopic. Now, while I do love the idea of Barry Gordy getting a biopic because of what he did with really, I mean, at one point, all the black artists were signed to Motown. Like, if you weren't signed to Motown, you weren't shit, basically.
Right.
But Big Boy is a terrible actor. Terrible actor. So, come
Like,
on, man.
honestly, when I saw it on the sheet, that's the first thing I thought. Like, that was the very first thing. Like, First, what movies has he acted in? And now looking back at those movies, they were not good acting jobs. So now you want him to play an iconic figure in music? Like I don't know. I don't know, man.
As the coach, are we not giving him a chance?
I mean, shit, we ain't got a choice because he clearly he got the role. So it's not. I'm definitely going to watch it, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. He may surprise us.
I mean, and I think it's important to note that this is going to be on TV One, so it's not like a theatrical release. It's not even a Netflix release, but still, it's like Berry Gordy is iconic, like iconic. You would think you'd want to get a better actor to play him, but we'll see. Maybe he'll surprise. Maybe he hasn't been in really that many more roles because he's been getting acting lessons this whole time.
So okay, who would y'all rather see him see? Who would y'all rather see? Wait, how I'm trying to ask this. Listen, I'm still sick. Who do y'all want to see play Berry Gordy? That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, Ja Rule wasn't an option, so that's out.
Hell nah.
you know who played. Tank did a good job in the biopic. I can't even think of him right now.
I didn't even know Tank was in a biopic.
He was in why am I drawing a blank? The group from Boston. New Edition.
Oh shit.
Oh. Yeah, you're right.
I thought he did a solid job in there.
Man, I don't know. I don't know who else I could see play Berry Gordy. Like they got to be bald and short. Like I don't know, but Big Boy just saying it, man. Cast the unknown. Like at this point now, at first, like does Berry Gordy even have an accent? Like how is
anybody
talk?
I don't know.
Go get one of them Great Britain cats.
Listen, but and then you Smokey Robinson got to be in this. Like I'm waiting for more of the cast lists to come out. But yeah, man.
Well, it's based around the B.R.E.A.K.S family, right?
Is it?
That's what I think it is, right?
No, I mean it's a biopic for him, right?
Oh, I thought it was the B.R.E.A.K.S family biopic that he's going to be in.
You got to question myself.
I could be wrong, but I heard
right. It is a DeBarge movie. Oh well, shit. He'll probably have like 10 minutes in it.
Yeah, like I don't know if he's gonna have at least he won't have a leading role.
Yeah. Well, that makes me feel a little bit better about it. He ain't leading. All right. Cool.
They can't mess that up though. They can't mess that up.
Yeah. Now, okay, a DeBarge biopic I can get with because those boys got high as hell.
Come on, man.
Had to sing that high pitched. Not saying the music wasn't good, but god damn.
Oh man, I was a huge fan though. Huge fan.
Yeah. I ain't gonna say I never, when I'm in the car by myself, I try to hit some of them notes, but I ain't trying to do that shit for a career.
Oh no.
Karaoke again, Johnny. I feel like we need to have a karaoke battle night. Just
hey.
Say it, hey, me you and Scoop, we can do it. I was supposed to challenge Scoop anyway.
There you go. I have to talk to Scoop. We'll see what he can do since he got free venues and stuff for live. I'm gonna have to holler at Scoop. But anything left, boys, before we move on?
I'm going to karaoke this weekend, so I'm definitely gonna find the DeBarge selection. Show my range.
You already saw your dancing moves with your daughter. You think I ain't see that? I saw it, bro.
Okay. All right.
I missed it.
All right, man. We're going to get into our next commercial break. We'll see you guys after this. All right. This next subject is funny as hell. Like, it got serious, but this video, Tiger getting thrown out of Floyd Mayweather's party. Then he tried to grab a gun off a bodyguard. I don't know which version of the clips because there's like from different angles, different people filming it. But the one that I saw, there was like a foreign guy screaming, "Tiger, Tiger, you're better than this." Like it was so funny. So Tiger, you're a good guy. You're better than this.
Obviously not.
Yeah, obviously not. What do you guys make of this, man? What do you think? Tiger? We talked about taking L's. This is definitely an L for him in 2019.
Just why, man? Just why? Like, do we really think he was going to shoot somebody had he taken the gun?
No.
So why even reach for it? Like, they ask you to leave, you just gotta go. You just gotta go. Don't make it any worse for yourself, my guy.
Like it's the Kardashian effect.
But I thought they
That's exactly
broke up, right?
Yeah, but once you get a taste of that clout, is you find your way to try to stay in the spotlight the best way you could. I once again apologize for my fellow native from out here. It's just come on, man. And everything turns into news nowadays, and I guess again that the bad press is good press once again.
And that's unfortunate. Like, why is this is something I've always tried to understand. Why are celebrity lives like newsworthy to us? Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't give a damn about the Kardashian family. Like, I could care less, but they're always in the news. Why is that? And the people, and people that they're affiliated with, just like the old girl that cheated with one of the Kardashian, Tristan Thompson. Yeah. Like, why is that news? I don't get it. I really don't get it.
Because it's a part of the Kardashians. I seen her too, and I'm like, oh, well,
That's
young.
manufactured. That shit ain't
Yeah.
real.
Yeah, I know, but he's a young cat, and you know what? Let's just get back to the original.
Yeah, my bad.
It's part of the Kardashian effect, man. They do this stuff for clout, for camera time, just to I don't know for people to talk about it so they could trend on Twitter. That's my biggest guess because we all know that he's not going to pull a gun out and shoot somebody
In front of a bunch of people that can see you. Like, that's an automatic jail sentence. Like,
at that particular party as well, where TMZ and the rest of the blog boys is sitting outside waiting for people to come out.
yes, like that's crazy. And they want to put you in jail because you black and you're a rapper. Like, you setting yourself up for that. Like, that's crazy.
That's a fact.
Why did he even get kicked out?
That I don't know.
No,
I don't think that's even come out. I think people are so focused on the fact that he got kicked out and the gun thing that I don't even know if anyone's ever even released the fact that why he got kicked out.
That's crazy.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll see. Hopefully, Tiger got his head back on straight. Because we don't need no one reaching for any guns and mistakenly getting shot. Like, let's
Correct.
This is 2019. People have been shot for much less. So
that's a fact. That is a fact.
Hopefully, cooler heads prevail there. Before we get into the next one, because I know there's going to talk. This is something that literally I just saw. So we haven't really had time to prepare about it. Anderson .Paak just announced that he has a new album dropping in the spring. Anyone excited about that?
I'm here for it.
I wouldn't say excited. I'm definitely going to listen to it when it comes out because going back to his most recent album, like, it's actually some shit on there that's kind of fire. So, yeah. I know I kind of trashed it when it first came out, but after sitting with it, it's like, all right, this shit kind of hard.
And for anyone who's wondering, are we going to review Offset's album? Not yet. I'm sure we may at some point. But after last year, no, I mean, it's not even, I'm not excited to get to it, but it's not even that. Like, because like Johnny said, we reviewed music at such a breakneck pace last year. There were some gems that I'm not even going to lie that I've missed and had to go back to. So, yeah, we'll be reviewing music again soon, but we're going to probably sit with it for a while longer. And we're only going to review certain albums. We ain't gonna be reviewing everything because
Yeah, man. The shit we want to review. Like
Hey,
I
but
haven't
you
even
know
listened to
what?
Offset.
But you know what? This is why I love this podcast, because I feel like we're all at a cubicle and y'all come to me like, look, I know, but you got to get this done. So it's forcing me to go listen to the album so I can be like, so I can give an honest review on it. So I got to listen to it too. I've actually heard nothing but good things about it. It's
I
just
will
I'm
say
scared.
this. I will say this. It's definitely the best out of all the Migos solo releases. But
And I ain't
there's
saying
probably exactly. But there are at least, and this ain't saying much either. There are at least 4 tracks on the album that I can see myself going back to listen to. So
hey man, what's up with his album artwork? Nah, I
bro,
did see that.
that shit's weird, bro.
That was like the most Photoshop copy and paste shit I've ever seen on an album
I
cover.
don't even know if all those people were ever in the same room. Like that's what I feel
But
like.
in his defense,
That's
he did
weird.
say that he wanted all his kids on here because everybody only talks about culture, so he wanted to make it about all his kids.
Like
The end,
AKA,
the end.
AKA one of his baby mamas raised some hell.
That is, yeah, yeah. I mean, I didn't want to say it, but I'm glad you did. Uh,
I didn't know he had other kids, to be honest. I had no idea.
he had a refreshing interview. Now it seems like he's gotten it, but oh man, I'm nervous.
Stay tuned, man. We'll say when we gonna review that album. We gotta give it some time because I'm not rushing. But the next thing, man. So we've had a lot of fun on the show. We got some fun after this too, but we'd be remiss if we didn't at least talk about it. R. Kelly, for one, got out of jail. Some mysterious 47-year-old woman, businesswoman in Chicago, bailed him out. Not even 12 hours later, he was seen going inside a cigar shop with 2 of the victims that are on this case that he's being
Jesus
charged with.
Christ.
Not even 12 like literally they said that what he did after he got released, he went to McDonald's. They say it's actually the same McDonald's he's picked up 16-year-old girls at before. So this is a McDonald's that he frequents. Went to a cigar shop right after that. Then 2 of the victims, they're now adults, but 2 of the victims, alleged victims in this case, walked in after him. So
Is she the same lady that she put up the money and she also owns a daycare?
yes,
That doesn't look good at none of this.
none
What's
of it
wrong?
looks good, bro.
She was a childhood friend of his, apparently. I did read that
Still,
somewhere. I know it's
still.
still wild, but yeah, I listen.
R. Kelly, McDonald's, bail out, uh, a goddamn what we just finished saying that um
The
a
daycare?
daycare, a
Yeah.
daycare. When you just we got to do better. We got to do better.
Listen, I really got nothing. Like I don't know what to say. I have no clue what to say. Like, there's no way that this lady could think that R. Kelly is innocent. It's no way.
Not to mention, don't forget about the new tape, right?
Wait, it's a new tape?
Oh, yes. So there's the apparently a tape, 1 or 2 tapes. So it had one of the scenes are with the girl who was on the first one, the infamous tape. So it's another one with her. He's seen urinating on another 14-year-old girl.
Oh no.
Seen choking another one. And the lawyer in this case, that's representing the victims actually uh posted screenshots of this, like not anything graphic, but just to where you know what's going on. This man is going away, bro. And they got DNA on a t-shirt that one of the victims supplied. He's going away, bro. Like it's
How could you bail someone out of jail knowing these things? Like I do not understand. I do not understand. You literally have physical evidence. You can see the shit happening. You see it. I I got nothing. I got nothing.
it's a
You can't
cold
you
world,
can't
bro.
you cannot feel sorry for R. Kelly. You can't. There's no way you could feel sorry for him. Like there's absolutely no margin for error for feeling sorry for him. You can't. That's crazy. That's just crazy.
Yeah, that's it,
Sad.
man. It's crazy, and I just hope that there's a resolution that is quick, like, because he's not going to stop. Like at this point now, we know he's not going to stop. Like just the fact that he's out now puts more people at risk. This motherfucker needs to be getting go away. Like he just, I'm surprised they even gave him bail. Like I know they made it to where he can't be in contact with anyone under the age of 18, but the fact is, unless they got someone following this man around, like literally, he went into a McDonald's. There had to be people under the age of 18. It's a McDonald's.
Yep.
Play place, people. That's what it's called. Just watch it. Ugh. Oh my goodness.
But anything left, man? Let's go ahead. If not, we're gonna get into our next break so we can come back and talk a little bit more positivity, a lot more positivity.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Go to break. Go to break.
We'll see you guys. All right, fellas. So I don't even know how to pronounce this man's name. Is it Boy One Duh? Boy One Da? Like, does anyone know how to say his name?
I think it's Boy Wonder.
Yeah.
Boy Wonder. Boy Wonder. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, like Boy Wonder, but
Yeah.
Boy One. Yeah,
Boy Wonder. Okay, that makes sense. See, I'm old. That's what it is. I'm old. I'm sure the young people are like, how can you not read that? Oh, fuck it. Y'all don't know how to spell anyway. But he says he came out after working on Joyner's new album, ADHD. He says that Joyner's one of the best lyricists he's seen. Before we get into anything else, because I want to talk about our anticipation for Joyner's album. Do you guys agree with that? And it's funny because I think Joyner has great wordplay, but I wouldn't necessarily call him a lyricist in my opinion. But maybe that's just me. What do you guys think?
let's look at it. Let's look at it from Boy Wonder's perspective. Who else has he worked with?
Okay,
Because I think that may play a factor.
Shots fired. Man down.
I'm just saying. I'm not even trying to say I'm not trying to be negative or anything like that. But it's like, who does Boy Wonder normally collaborate with? Like, whose albums does he normally work on? If it's Migos, then yeah, he probably got an argument here. He got a case.
I mean, he's worked with Drake, Rihanna, Eminem, Jay-Z, Nicki, Nas, Lana Del Rey, and Kendrick Lamar.
We know what this is, though, right?
This is just hype.
An album is coming out. That's all it is. An album is coming out. It's going to bring some good and some bad attention to it, and it's going to try to help. He's going to try to help him get some out, some streams or whatever. As far as being one of the top lyricists, I feel like he can be a chameleon. I feel like he can get on a lot of different tracks, a lot of different productions, and blend in very well. His creativeness is outstanding to me. The videos that he created that I watched on YouTube is powerful, graphic, but powerful. Other than that, I'm not anticipating it, but I am going to listen to it.
Yeah. Do y'all think his back and forth with Tory Lanez, do you think it diminishes the hype for his album at all?
I think it happened too early.
Yeah. I mean, we're still a ways off from the album, but I think too, because it wasn't like a overly aggressive beef. Like it was a back and forth, not a beef. I don't think it hurt him much.
Okay.
In my opinion. I mean, if it would have got uglier, I think it would have. But honestly, I think people, other than people naming the tracks I'm Not Joyner, I think people would have forgotten completely about it by now, to be quite honest. I still think he needs to diss that man. You can't name a diss track, I Am Not Joyner Lucas, and then Joyner not diss you. Like, at this point, I guess maybe he's just focused on his album. He can't really risk an actual L before this album comes out.
Right, because that's what he was on, that path to an L with Tory Lanez. So yeah. Don't jump into nothing else and you can't back it up.
So I'm honestly excited for ADHD, and I think Joyner being independent now, he signed to himself. I think it's going to be a lot more creativity. We're going to see a lot more of that creativity that he's done through his visuals and his videos come out in his music. Because I always think that while I enjoy Joyner's last album for the most part, I think you can tell that album was a search for a mainstream crossover appeal hit that was not on that album, and that hurt it. I think now he's able to focus on making the music that's good for him. And watch, it's funny how like sometimes with some artists that when they aren't in a situation where they have to really worry about making a huge hit, how a hit sometimes comes from that organically.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, not trying to force it, just make your music. The music you like, make it. And the rest will work for itself. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna play close. I'm gonna pay close attention to his features that he has on the album as well.
Yeah, and I think too another thing to bring it back that hurt Jordan Lucas is that his main single on that was a song with Mystical, and it dropped literally like the week before Mystical went back to jail for rape. So like, what you can't really market it. So,
yeah, that's very unfortunate.
Yeah. So,
but like, why make your lead single a song with Mystical? Like, not saying Mystical is a bad rapper or anything, but like, Mystical ain't hot in these streets right now. So why make that your lead single? I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, hey, it was a dope song though. I mean, I honestly think they should have took Mystical off of it and just gave Jordan another verse because Jordan fucking killed that song. But
somebody ain't doing their job. Somebody should have told him that. To just do another version with just Joyner. But whatever.
Yeah, stay ahead of the game. Make an alternate version.
Right.
Yeah.
Have it ready.
There you go. Well, moving on. For someone that I honestly didn't think I would hear from, especially not no damn 2019, True Life dropped a fucking freestyle that was amazing.
It was awesome.
All right. Kill me if needed. Who's True Life?
So True Life, he beefed with shit. I think it was even Jay-Z back in the day.
Yeah, I think they had some exchanges back in the day. I don't think it went too far. But his main beef wasn't his main
Mobb
beef
Deep.
with Mobb Deep. Yeah. He let's put it like that. Let's put it like this. He's one of those cats that rap about the streets and really from the streets. So I would honestly say probably half or majority of his credibility comes from what he did in real life. He just happened to have talent as well.
Oh, okay.
He was actually signed to Rockefeller Records and then went to jail, and that kind of messed up his momentum. But at one point, True Life was kind of looked at as not like the next big star, but as that star that had a lot of potential if he was able to get out the streets. He just never was. And it's funny because he dropped the album last year, and he raps about God and stuff a lot now. But he still has it. Like True Life got bars, and it's funny because he's 42 now, but I wouldn't be surprised if he drops an album and people really pay attention to it now, especially after that Flex Zone freestyle.
Well, yeah.
I need the production though.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. The boy he could spit. It's just come on, don't Nas me. Don't Nas me. Give me something to bob my head to. I'm gonna listen to what you got to say, but I need something to come on, man.
Yeah.
It's been a very long time.
Yeah.
That's how I feel too. Sometimes I get to a point where if the beat whack, like I'm really not gonna listen to the song. Like I need something to nod to as well.
So what did you think about the freestyle though, Johnny?
Now I want to make sure this is the right freestyle because I'm known to like not listen to the right shit, right? So this freestyle was only like a minute and it was acapella, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so it's the right one. Now you mentioned that he talks about God and references the Bible a lot, which he did in his freestyle, but the lines he was spitting was hard. Like something he had a Adam and Eve bar that was hard. Like I can't remember off the top of my head, but for it to only be about 60 seconds, like every bar hit. I was like, okay, now I gotta go listen to some of his old shit because this is hard. And you say he 42?
He 42.
That's crazy. Like he looks great. I ain't gonna front. Like the guy looks great to be 42. Like I thought he was at least early 30s. So
Yeah, no. He's been around literally since like the late 90s, bro.
I missed all that. I
Yeah.
missed
Yeah,
all of
yeah.
that.
Yeah. He was on one of the beef DVDs because he beefed with Mobb Deep because Prodigy he paid Prodigy for a verse and then Prodigy used that same verse in another song. Um but yeah, so True Life has been out here. Seems like he got his head on straight. Let's see if he can make new music. His last album, Walk on Water, was actually really, really good. It was a solid project, but it's True Life, so I know why people really didn't mess with it or really pay attention to it. So we'll see. Um, but this next our last topic of the day. This is the last one for today. I was really excited. It's funny because the music video is really making a comeback, but J. Cole, this Middle Child video,
Come on,
he killed this video, bro. Like
man.
between the imagery, between the meaning, like when it first started off and he's kind of just standing in the dark, I'm like, with the hood on, looking like he's about to go dive in some swamp water. I was like, what is this gonna be? The moment he really started rapping, it went to a whole nother level. And I don't even watch music videos anymore, but this is definitely it. It's one of those things where I think the visual heightens an already dope song.
Right. Yeah,
Mhm.
I feel the same way. The two things that stood out the most to me, right? The Bentley truck doing donuts in the mud. Like that's flexing. Like if that ain't no like that's flexing. Like this car probably costs $500,000, and you riding this mug through the dirt and mud. That's a hard ass flex to me. And then in certain scenes of the video where he's rapping, and then the lightning hits, but when
Mhm.
the lightning hits, it shows the people in the background.
Yeah.
One time it's a band, another time it's an audience. Like that was dope. That was hella dope. Like this is a dope ass video, man. Like this video was great.
I watched the video 8 times. Okay. And then I went to go do my research to check out all the meanings. I'm sorry, listeners, I could not, and I tried my best to go find the name of that female black band. Because they did their thing. The lightning, like you said, everything was all the way down to the culture vulture, the culture wow, how you say it? I can't even get it out right now.
Appropriation.
Appropriation. It was just certain signs in the video, and it was one of those, like you said. I don't even back in the day we used to wait for those videos to come out, the world premiere, premiere, and now it's like if it's not something everybody's talking about, or if you don't stumble across it on a popular platform, you may not even watch the video. This video right here was worth it.
Yeah, man.
And
Like,
the
oh, go ahead,
go
go
ahead,
ahead, go ahead.
John.
I was gonna say, even when he was in the cabin and he had the heads of the different rappers on the wall,
Yeah.
like those look like all the rappers now. Like that.
He's sending the message. He's sending the message.
Jesus Christ,
And
man.
then if you pay attention to the song is Middle Child. If you look at it, like he's always in the middle of the scene while everything's going on around him, and
Oh,
they're not really paying attention to him rapping. He's the middle child, and I think that represents his place in hip hop because he's been passed over for awards while his peers before him and after him have gotten acclaim all over the place. Drake, Kendrick, he's kind of in the middle. He's the middle child. He's the overlooked one, but maybe the most talented. And as much as people give J. Cole the boring title and the boring label as an artist because he doesn't do like what you're gonna get out of J. Cole, but listen, he even the Kevin Hart's video, like he's been killing videos, but his music's meaningful. And I think while it doesn't have the huge success as some of his peers, I think J. Cole's music is gonna be one that we really appreciate longer, if that makes any sense.
oh, that
Yeah,
makes perfect sense.
yeah.
Cause
All
like
three.
damn got claims out the wazoo. I haven't went back to damn in probably a year and a half.
I even said that when that album came out. Like it was definitely a good album, but like the replay value in it was just not there for me. And it's still not. Like it's
I think
crazy.
it blew. I think it blew up because at the time when it dropped as well. Anytime, but this is with J. Cole and Kendrick. When these cats drop, it's refreshing because we're taking in so much fast food that finally when we get a full cooked, meal, we appreciate it much more. You know what I mean? So,
Right.
and then I really believe in my heart that most of these artists that's in the game, they look at J. Cole and they want to be him, not just lyrically, but his actual personality. He's like a luxurious hippie. You know what I mean? And they want to be him. When he said, I get to walk around in my shoes in the mud, my Bentley is in the mud. Like that's what it is. He said it in all through the video that I'm in the middle of between greatness and what's going on now. I did a session with 21 Savage, but now I'm about to go have lunch with Hov. You know what I'm saying? So he's saying that I'm in the middle of all this chaos, but I'm still nice. You know what I'm saying? But he also showing love to the new school, and he respects the old school.
Yeah.
Damn,
And
that's like the perfect.
I was gonna say shout out to that black band though. That was
Yeah,
man, I love seeing that.
That shit was
Yeah,
fire.
that was
That shit
beautiful.
was fire.
But yeah, I think the thing with J. Cole is that and don't be surprised. He's jam packing 2019 because he got the Dreamville's coming out with an album. He's coming out with the Fall Off later in the year. If this vibe is throughout the whole album, it may be his best one yet. But I think what J. Cole is going to do is he's gonna take a step away from music for a while so we can appreciate him more. Just wait. He's gonna drop this album. It's probably gonna be considered a classic or damn near, and maybe he takes a 2-3 year break away, and then when he comes back, he's more appreciated. We miss him more as a culture.
Yeah, and that would make perfect sense because he did drop an album last year. So you drop an album back to back years. Yeah, he definitely want to take that time off. So
yeah, I mean, maybe he wants to do his ball, and he had the whole sit down with Little Pump. After it seemed like there was going to be some beef there. Maybe he does really want to motivate and work with some of these younger artists because look, he got JID on his label, and that kid's next. Like I am a JID fan.
So am I. Listen, if he come anywhere near the Midwest, I'm going. Like I don't care what city. Like, I'm going. Real shit.
I feel
Real
that.
shit.
All right, man. That's it for the break. Any last thoughts on J. Cole, Middle Child, anything else before we go ahead and send them off for tonight?
I'm looking forward to more J. Cole videos. Like, cause this was hard. This was hard.
And he worked with Reason too on this Dreamville album. I need that song, bro. And I think if it's JID, Reason, and J. Cole, bro, my mind may blow up. So
that's a good meal right there.
Right.
All right, bro. That's the last word, man. Baylor, what you got before we tell the people good night?
I got two things. If people out there, this is because I take this very serious. So people out there that have kids and things like that, I know sometimes when we want our kids to, I don't want to say leave us alone, but when we want them to focus on something else while we focus on something, we tend to push them off to videos and things like that. Netflix, YouTube. There's this thing going around where these YouTube videos are getting interrupted by these, I guess, these spam videos that's persuading kids to do bad things. It's called Momo. I did my research on it, and it's an ugly situation. I don't understand what type of people come up with this type of shit, but it's a pretty much a demonic video that's putting the wrong message in kids' heads and scaring them and things like that. So I would say for people out there that do allow their kids to watch YouTube, the baby sharks, et cetera, to monitor their kid or while they're watching it, or just throw away the whole YouTube thing, period. And the second thing is to leave on a positive note, it's a lot of great people in the world. If you can't find them, be one.
Nice.
So,
For me, I've been on this whole self-discovery kick over the last 9 or so months. And I've been real deep into meditation. So I want to encourage everybody to listen to episode 49 of Oversaturated the podcast, because we actually have my meditation guide on there, and we interview her about the different forms of meditation and what it actually means to meditate. So I just want to plug that because I think it'll be really beneficial to just everybody, basically. So go check that out.
all right. Well, I don't know if I have anything as powerful as what these two brothers said, man. Go and check out the episode that Johnny mentioned, man. But I just love each other. How about that? Let's just all make peace. Let's love each other, man. Let's stop arguing over stupid stuff on social media. Let's learn to have a conversation. Let's just be better people overall, man. But that's it. This has been the B.R.E.A.K.S Radio, the best hip hop podcast around. We are out.
Peace.
And leave Ja Rule alone.
This has been a presentation of the B.R.E.A.K.S Media.